Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be making Abe's rice cereal. I went to Hy-Vee and got organic brown rice. Show you what it looks like. It just looks like this. There's some green ones in there. Abe's in the kitchen too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it into a powder, and then I'll be back. I was in the process of pouring it into my food processor, and I spilled it all over the floor. What do you think of that, Abe? Mama is naughty. She spilled on the floor. He's unamused. Good job, bud. Okay, so we got all that cleaned up. Sorry. So I have my rice in my food processor. Oop. It's hard to do one-handed. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna... I didn't anticipate it being that loud, sorry. So we're gonna pull here. Looks like I'm gonna have to... Oh, that scared Abe. Gotta go. Hey, you were just smiling.
Do
hey.
you? Hi.
Abram. Abe. Abram John. Hi. Hi. Are you going to have your first taste of rice cereal today? No, you're just going to eat your passy clip? Let me make sure he doesn't get that metal part in his mouth, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go make it. Say bye-bye. He's still in his church clothes. Hi you guys. Alright, so we are going to make Abe's rice cereal. I'm really excited. I got the recipe and the instructions off of the Bubble-ush. I will post her link below. And let's get started. Okay, so you can hear Abram in the background. He's really excited. So we went to Whole Foods and I got some short grain organic brown rice. It looks like this. And I looked at Hy-Vee, which is our local store, and they only had organic long grain brown rice. So this was like $1.34, I think. And we got a ton of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of it into our coffee grinder because, as you saw before, I tried to put it in my food processor and it did nothing. So I'm going to put less than 1/3 of a cup in there and see what happens. Oh. Can you tell I've never used a coffee grinder before? Alright, here we go. Alright, so that's what it looks like. I don't know if it's going to be fine enough. Probably not. I think I'm going to have to go through it again a little bit more. Okay, so I don't have a little strainer, so what I'm going to be using... Oops, dropped my book. I need to get a tripod. What I'm going to be using is this Big Daddy one. So I'm just going to pour this in here. And sift it. Ouch. Cat balls. Just to make sure that there's no bad stuff getting in there. So that bag of rice made, can you see how much? Let's see. This much, I'm watching her video right now. This much rice powder. There's a lot in there. Like I don't even know if I'm going to cook it all. I'll probably just keep it in an airtight container like she did. Alright, so I'm going to go feed Abe and then I will be back. Okay, so what she says to do is to bring 1.5 cups of water to a boil and add 1/2 cup of this powder. Now, I made all of my powder just because I didn't want to have to get out the grinder again. Plus, we're borrowing my mother and father's. So, this is 1/4 cup, so we're going to use 2 of these and then you whisk it. Oh, I need to find a whisk. It's not boiling yet. It's almost boiling though. It's getting there. And this is so naughty, but what you should do, but since I'm filming it, I didn't, is you should put the right size pot, oh, I was looking for that, right size pot on the right size burner, because it's dangerous to have the burner, well, this is what my mom told me when I was little, it's dangerous to have the burner be bigger than the pot or the saucepan or whatever you're using, because the exposed burner can burn you or start fires in your clothes and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe she just was worried because I am accident prone. So, look. Everyone always says a watched pot never boils, but this one is. Alright, so we're adding our second scoop. So we have 1/2 cup in there. And you're supposed to whisk it the whole time. And I gotta start my timer. Oh, it's 10 minutes. Alright, and I will let you know what it looks like when it's done, because you probably don't want to stand here and watch me whisk for 10 minutes. Oh, see, now I even have clumps already because I didn't whisk it. I gotta go back. Alright, so I forgot to say, you need to reduce the heat and simmer it for 10 minutes. You don't want it to boil like that for 10 minutes. So, it's only been, like, not very long. And it's already starting to look like baby cereal. Okay, so we've got less than a minute left. And it's pretty thick. It's kind of like, you can hear Abe in the background. Alan's trying to get him to sleep and he's having none of it. It's kind of like a cream of wheat texture. Or paste. I don't know. But it definitely looks like baby cereal, and I've been stirring it continuously. What I suggest doing is, instead of just plopping the whole, like, 1/2 cup of rice powder into the water right away, is maybe, like, just put it in there gradually and stir it as you go, because I got a few clumps, but then as I stirred them, they kind of broke up, but there's still a little bit of clumpiness left. So, yeah. That is what I would recommend. So this is what it looks like. My computer's telling me that it's going to die. And we're done. Alright, so I've removed it from the heat. Oh, I should probably turn the burner off. See, I told you, accident prone. Alright, so there it is. So what I'm going to do is, our doctor told us to start with 1 tablespoon once a day and see how he reacts to that. So I'm just going to put tablespoon portions into our ice cube trays that I have cleaned out, and leave 1 tablespoon out for today, and then I'll just defrost as we go. And obviously it's really thick, so I will be diluting it with either water or breast milk. We'll see what I decide to do. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in our ice cube trays, and then I'll let you see it. What are we doing?
Having fun.
What are you doing?
Playing with the baby bowl.
What?
Playing with the baby bowl.
Okay, so she had her husband try. Oh, I just totally gave a shot of our messy, messy sink. Gross! I'm doing dishes today, nobody worry. So you try it and see what it tastes like.
No, I don't want to.
Just try it. Like, yeah. What does it taste like?
It doesn't taste like anything.
It's the consistency.
Oh, it's like a chunky pudding.
Here. Alright, so I'm gonna taste it now too. It's grittier than I thought it was gonna be.
Really nice texture for him.
I don't know why I'm like eating it. Alright, so it wasn't bad. I mean, it tastes like rice cereal. Alright, so this is what it looks like. We got like 7 portions out of it. And I think I'm just going to dilute it with water because I don't have any breast milk pumped. I know I'm horrible, but since I'm home with him all day, I don't really need to pump. Oh, yeah, that's a nice view of my hand, huh? Yeah, in our teal kitchen. I don't know if you can see it. Teal and red and black. And yeah. Anyway, so yeah, since I'm not home, since I'm home with him like all the time, which is great. I love it and all that, but I don't pump because I don't need to. So I'm gonna go ahead and dilute it with water, and then we'll let you see it in a bowl with him, with his bib on. He's gonna eat it. Alright, so Abe got all dressed up for the occasion. No, he really just has his church clothes on still. And he's going to have his first thing of cereal. Are you excited, buddy? You're so drooly.